side of Devonport on the ferry all the way over to Auckland. We have arrived in the CBD. Good morning. It is day 32 and we have arrived in the Auckland Central Business District. Whew. Bit out of our element here. We are going to be pretty much walking all the way through Auckland today, going down to the other end where the international airport is. So that is the goal for the day, probably close to 30 kilometers. But we're going to stop along the way, do hopefully a little bit of shopping, more so for a couple of gear items, repairs kind of things, and then moving on. But in the meantime,
can I just say
yes,
that I'm glad that it's early on a Sunday morning, because
yes,
the crowd is not
this
viable.
would be I'm not sure if you were in shot there saying that, but because we were a little close, but otherwise, yes, that's true. This would probably be a madhouse right here in this space even. We're not particularly city people, so like I said, we're a little out of our element, but that's okay. It's all part of the experience, you know. We're here to do the trail. We're here to see New Zealand for all that it is, and we are loving it so far. Had a great evening last night and morning with Karen. She's a very, very sweet person. Had a great stay with her. Very accommodating, very nice. So yes, highly recommend to stay with her. So kind of hated to leave, honestly, just because she was so nice. But all right, we're moving on. It's going to look a lot like this, I think. We will have some parks and things to go through, so we'll show you those as we get there. And we're getting close to Christmas time in a few more, probably another week. a month. So starting to see some Christmas decorations. All right. Hope you are well, having a great day, and we'll talk to you shortly. Some little green spaces here in the middle of the city, amongst the skyscrapers. Nice to have these green spaces, though. I don't think they'd let us put our tent up in here, though. All right. This is, first of all, a very impressive and cool tree. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, the branches all the way back through here, all the way over there. Pretty awesome.
And that's a gauntlet.
And we've got this memorial here. Yeah, pretty neat space here in the middle of the city. Well, that tree is amazing. All right, going under and around and whatever we got to do, because we're supposed to go up that way. Really neat here. Old building, I'm not sure what that is, but the contrast with the newer structure right beside it is kind of funny. I appreciate that we're going through some of these spaces here with some historical buildings and some green spaces, as opposed to just walking city streets. This is really nice. appears as though, we're guessing, based on Google, that this is the, there we go, University of Auckland area. Just looking at student commons and general library, things like that. Yes, and this must be this part of the city. It's a very, very pretty campus. This is the Centennial Walkway through this part of the city. Apologies for probably butchering this name, but Pukekohe Hill is what Google says we're on top of. And there's this tree with a fence around it with some what looks like indigenous posts. So not sure the significance because there's no sign or information, but kind of a neat little space up here on top of this hill. And it looks like we're getting ready for some cricket matches today. Got the bowlers out there warming up. And that's about the extent of my knowledge of cricket. All right, climbing up this hill, which is Mount Eden. And I'm guessing that we'll get a nice view once we get to the top. All right, from the top of Mount Eden, was very. There's a sign below that said this was a very sacred place to the Maori. Kind of a cool bridge. Footbridge here over the highway. Thankful for this. Got some big Star Trek Next Generation fans here in New Zealand. Beautiful pedestrian bridge we have here. That's the car traffic over there. We're over here in this nice quiet bridge. This is beautiful. All right, still making our way through down to the airport. Still got a ways to go yet. I'm not sure how far yet. Maybe what, 11 and a half miles. Everybody trying to find some shade today. Nobody seems to be bothered by our presence, which is odd for sheep. Yeah, little cute guys. Hi. Watercare Coastal Walkway. Whew. Long day, but we're getting there. historic stone fields section. That was pretty cool with all the stone walls and stuff like that through here. Really neat. I liked seeing a lot of that when we were in like New York and Vermont area on the AT as well. And there's where the journey began about 34 days ago. That is the Auckland International Airport right there. We are going to kind of walk around it here between the rest of today and tomorrow. Almost to the hotel. Gotta get some dinner and a few items for tomorrow. All right, here we are with the wrap up for day 32. A little unconventional today. I'm not even sure how many kilometers or miles. I've got over 38 kilometers right now.
Yeah, we'll have close to 24 miles when we're done.
Yeah, and we're not quite there. I mean, we're really close. We can see the hotel now where we're staying. So we are now at the Auckland airport. So we've gone all the way from one side of Auckland to the other, basically. Today, yeah.
Took the ferry over?
Yep. So it's been a long day. Most of that was, well, there was a lot of town stuff. We also made a stop in at the gear stores in town to do a little bit of gear replacement, and we stopped for some lunch in there. Otherwise, yeah, we had some green spaces that were really nice, and yeah, across here, and then at the end of the day, we were kind of just walking the coastline, which was nice. A little hot being out there and exposed, but not too bad, really. There was a nice breeze, so.
Yeah, the trail was really well manicured and maintained too.
Yeah.
It was nicely mown, and yeah, so it was nice going. We didn't have our poles out all day.
That's right.
We stashed them up for the ferry, and
that was it.
Have not had them out at all.
Yep. So it was a good day. We did go up and over Mount Eden.
Yeah, we have a lot of elevations.
We actually,
we
yeah,
have like 3,200 plus.
Considering it was a town day, yeah, going through the city. So, but I think that was the biggest thing that we did today was Mount Eden. Oh, we did have another hill, like One Tree Hill, it was called. So I do remember that. So anyway, that was our day. We're doing this now because, unfortunately, even with the road noise, once we get into our room, that's going to be it for the day.
Yeah.
It's
closing in on 7 p.m.
Yeah, it's getting late, and we want to wrap this day up because we got more to do tomorrow.
We have planning to do too.
And we have to figure out what we're doing. Yes. Yep. So there you go, on the fly wrap up for day 32. So we will see you tomorrow on day 33. I think we were planning maybe a 14-mile or so day.
Yeah.
A little bit shorter, but still a good day. All right. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.
Night.